Things that you did not know about the movie Blue Chips. For some of you, you might be wondering, what the hell is that? You might be learning what Blue Chips is. It was a movie released February 18th, 1994. It bombed at the box office. Mm-hmm. The budget was $35 million. It only made $26 million. Although, here's some things you may not know.
When it came out, it was a horrible time. They tried to get it right before March Madness, but it just, in middle of February is a dead period for movies.
Real basketball players were cast instead of actors. By the way, this dude was a real basketball player. He just played overseas. Director William Friedno is like Cover or something like that. I had it somewhere, but let us know in the comments down below. Director William Friedkin insisted on casting real basketball players rather than actors to ensure authenticity. So you had guys like Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway playing college basketball when they were cast. And this was kind of the how they got hooked up and where Penny ended up getting drafted by the Magic, because Shaq went to the Magic to be like, you need to draft this kid.
You need to, yep.
Other real players in the film include Bobby Hurley, Rick Fox, and Larry Bird. Nick Nolte modeled his character after the a-hole Bobby Knight. Seriously, like there's a Portland sports show that I listen to called Isaac and Suk, and Suk was talking about, you know, what an a-hole that Bobby Knight was. And this is right after he passed away. And he goes, I'm tired of this. We're just going to sugarcoat things when somebody passes away like he was Magic. He goes, no, the guy was a dick. Like, he put his hands on players. He threw chairs. Like, he was the epitome of just the piece of shit coach. But that's who Nick Nolte patterned his character after. Coach Pete Bell was heavily inspired by Bobby Knight, the legendary and controversial Indiana Hoosiers coach. Nolte studied Knight's mannerisms and coaching style, even attending Hoosiers practices to observe him. The film's fiery locker room speeches and sideline outbursts reflects Knight's real-life intensity and assholism.
By the way, he was an asshole.
He was an a-hole. The game scenes were shot like real college games. The basketball sequences were filmed during actual games in front of live crowds to create realism. The crew staged halftime and timeouts so Nolte and the players could interact naturally without the need for extra crowd, CGI, or fake reactions. Many of the plays were improvised as the real athletes were allowed to play freely during the filming. And this, of course, is where Shaquille O'Neal's acting career got started. Paved the way for later performances in the amazing Oscar-snubbed roles in Kazaam and Steel.
I thought you were going to say Shazam.
His performance was well received, particularly his one-on-one scenes with Nick Nolte, where he held his own against the veteran actor. Shaq later admitted he was nervous about memorizing lines, but Nolte and the crew helped him feel comfortable on the set. And finally, did you know the message in Blue Chips was based on real NCAA scandals? Look at that, like could you imagine how all these tall dudes walking by you, man? Like, good God. Blue Chips examined the issue of college recruiting violations, where players receive under-the-table benefits. The storyline closely mirrored real-life NCAA scandals, particularly the SMU death penalty case, all the way back in the 80s, and other programs caught paying players. Like, if you want to go back to SMU getting the death penalty because Eric fucking Dickerson showed up in a gold Trans Am. I believe it was a Trans Am. It was, God, it's like, dude, really? Come on.